Good morning. It's Barbara. It is another gorgeous day out there. You'll see in a minute. There's my pepper. 3 more days. Maybe 4. So I worked in my garden a little bit, my deck garden a little bit yesterday, and deadheaded some things. Picked 5 maple trees out of the Gerber daisies. And just trimmed a little bit. Let's see if it can perk back up because it's gotten a little scraggly looking. We'll see. And I had to water the impatiens on the shed. It's not raining much. Good morning. It's Barbara. Incognito today. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Oh. I feel very lucky to have this good weather. It just helps me so much. And happy Labor Day to those who celebrate. It's been a gorgeous, gorgeous long weekend here. And I think in a lot of the United States, although the Pacific Northwest is much higher temperature than normal. I saw that on a map. But anyway, we're having beautiful weather for the holiday weekend, and I hope people are able to enjoy it. We do not have any plans today. Dennis actually said, "Oh, I'm off today." Kim is going to go visit his mom, and he's been working away at his wine stuff and stuff, so I think he doesn't have anything urgent on his plate. I have to make crackers because I finished off the crackers last night. So, and I'm going to make them again tomorrow or Wednesday because, as I said yesterday, Vicky's coming and she'll want some, and so we want to have lots. Dennis is planning at least one meal. We had it. He might make queso today because we finished off the queso that we made. He made a big batch of queso back when I was talking about queso a few weeks ago, and froze half of it, and so we've eaten the frozen queso. But I bought poblanos and jalapenos because our peppers, we ate them all in our last queso, and he made this really delicious, it was like a dip. It was like ground beef in queso and just on the crackers. It was really good. So we're having that tomorrow or Wednesday, I guess, because crackers not many of the crackers are going to be ready for us to eat tonight. So since they have to dehydrate for quite a long time to get them the right texture. Anyway, I posted a link to that cracker recipe, Chris Cooking Nashville. It's a video on YouTube in the last couple days. So if you're interested, you can just look up the description. Look at the down bar. Might have been yesterday or the day before. And anyway, so I felt good about that. I did something because I've been sitting out here for the last few days looking at my raggedy garden, picturing myself deadheading things and trimming things and whatever, but just, like for days. I'd sit there and picture myself doing that. This is what I do. And so yesterday I actually got a pair of scissors and did it. And it looks so nice. I mean, the only thing, it's only this pink thing, whatever it is, that's really, I hope you can see it. It's too glary for me to tell if you can see it or not, and my papers are blowing away. But there's not much else. I do have one Gerber daisy, a small one, and a couple of snapdragons. But anyway, it looks much nicer, and I actually got up and did it, which is kind of a miracle these days. So, but it was fun to sit here. I sat out here a long time yesterday, and the hummingbird was over in the pink flowers, and this white hanging basket is looking scraggly, but the hummingbird loved it. So we have to replace the juice in our hummingbird feeder. Our hummingbird does not like our feeder. The little ports where you stick his beacon are no longer red. They have faded completely, and I don't know that it has enough juice. So, but it's around. It's the only bird. We did hear a bird yesterday. It was in the woods, and it was probably a blue jay. But there aren't even very many birds in the park, and there used to be, you know, birds pretty. So something's happened. They got the signal. Leave my yard. Well, I don't know. I bet the robins aren't getting in and having trouble getting the worms because it's been so dry. The worms are probably pretty deep. Yeah, who knows? Anyway. So, yeah. So today I'm going to do crackers, and I'm not going to tell you anything else I'm going to do because last night I was sitting there and it was getting late and I was getting tired and I'm like, shoot, I didn't do anything I said I was going to do. I brought my knitting out. I cuddled my body of my sweater, but I didn't have the needle right in my hand that I could use to start, and so I didn't. And I took the papers out to do that stupid insurance thing, and I just carried them right back in. But I brought them out again right now. So I think what I'll do, I don't know why I should predict this. I have to upload my videos in the house. I can't stay out here, just like park out here, because I'm too far away from my Wi-Fi. I did that the other day and it was taking 2 hours to upload the video. The video was late uploading the other day. It was because I was trying to do it out here. Finally, I had to go in the house and then it worked. So I have to take my phone in the house, which is okay. I'll upload and charge it, and maybe I'll come back out here without my phone. I know, crazy. I know, that thought just really boggles the mind. And fill out this paperwork, and then it'll be done. I can remember a time. I'm old enough to remember a time when nobody had a cell phone. The first time I remember somebody having a cell phone and using it regularly was when Dennis and I were buying our house. We were house hunting right before we got married. So that was in '92. And our realtor had a cell phone. And it was so convenient because that was at a time when you know, everything was done kind of different. So I had to call people all the time, had to call to get like the code for the lockbox for the keys and things like that. And it was very convenient for him. But yeah. And I think now you know, a writer, like a mystery writer, has to decide, you know, pre-cell phone, post-cell phone. I don't know if you remember Rockford, the Rockford Files. James Garner played a detective. He's always stomping at payphones, right? You know, I mean, that kind of thing is a big difference in sort of how a mystery story or a detective story works. You know, pre-cell phone, post-cell phone. I don't know if you remember Lethal Weapon, the movie with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. And at one point, Danny Glover's talking on a mobile phone to the psychiatrist because his partner is crazy. and the phone is like a shoebox. It's like a shoebox with a receiver, you know, like a, what's the handheld talking in part of a phone, you know, that part, on a shoebox. I mean, it was this big. He's standing, I can picture him standing on a bridge with this giant thing, and he's talking on the phone. But, you know, then I got cell phones. I didn't have a cell phone to just talk on the cell phone because I lived out in the country. We had no cell service here when we first moved here. You just couldn't rely on a cell phone. But I bought what now they call a burner phone. You know, I bought a phone with minutes. So, and it was all only for outgoing calls for me, because I had an hour and 15-minute commute, and it was, you know, just a phone for me in case of emergencies. I never gave that number out, and it was never on unless I wanted to make a phone call. But it got to the point where if I didn't have my phone, I felt nervous on my drive. You know, so you go from, you know, nothing to really relying on it for more than just, you know, communication. I mean, it did make me feel safer to have my cell phone. And then, of course, now with our smartphones, I always have my phone with me. I always have my phone with me. And I'm wearing sort of pajama pantsy pants right now that have no pockets, and it's a real pain in the neck. Oh. Because now so much of what I do is on the phone. I mean, I really don't use my laptop very much. There are only a few things I do on my laptop. If I have to write compose an email like to my lawyer or something, I do that on my laptop. But otherwise, I do everything on my phone. Which is why my eyes are getting tired, and I have to stop and look up and focus long distance because things start to get blurry by the end of the day. Because I even read my books on my phone. That's something I could stop doing. Anyway. So, I have no idea why I got on the topic of cell phones. Anyway, the evolution of that is so crazy. But I do remember that, running around with the realtor while we were looking for our house in Hightstown. Dennis and I lived in Hightstown before we moved here. Well, we lived in the Seattle area for 2 years in between. But in terms of owning a house, we were in Hightstown, New Jersey, which is exit 8 of the New Jersey Turnpike. And if you're from Jersey, you know what that means. What exit? Exit 8. But it's the Turnpike, not the Garden State Parkway. I don't know the Garden State Parkway well enough to know what exit numbers are and what they mean, but it's a New Jersey joke. It's an insider joke. So anyway, I do not feel buzzy today. If I hadn't been looking for it, I wouldn't know that I ever had this thing. So it's just the most tiniest residual. You wouldn't even call it a buzz. I don't even know what to call it. So that's good. So I haven't had an episode in 3 days. So now I'm feeling a little foolish. I wonder if just knowing the CAT scan was clear helped me, if it is caused by stress. Maybe that was enough to help me. I don't know. So I feel a little foolish if I'm going to go to a neurologist and go to get an MRI, but I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, I don't have a schedule I haven't been told a schedule, but in theory, those things are in the works, and I'm just going to keep going with that because it was something. So we shall see. Meanwhile, I'm making no promises what I'm going to do, although I do have the paperwork out here. And when I go in to upload you, because I have to do it inside, I will look around for the needles and put them in my bag in case I feel like picking up stitches and starting a sleeve. But I am making crackers. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is make crackers. I'm going to go upload you and head to the crackers. I already have the cream cheese softening, because the sooner I get those in the oven, the more likely I can have some of them for my supper. Let's face facts. We do not have a plan to leave the house today. Kim is visiting her mom today, and so we'll go walk the dogs. I don't think we need anything at the store, although the stores are open, I think. Labor Day is kind of one of those shopping holidays too. It's like Labor Day sales. Like if you wanted to buy new furniture, I see a lot of ads for furniture stores are having Labor Day sales, appliances, that kind of thing. We do need a new mattress, and mattress stores are having Labor Day sales too, but we are not going. We will not be going. We do have a cricket. Can you hear a cricket? That one cricket. Never wearies. It just keeps on cricketing. Chirp, chirp, chirp. We don't even have cicadas anymore. I can't hear cicadas anymore. I don't know if they're there or not. I don't know where they are. But can't hear them. We have one cricket. That's it. Every once in a while, if you listen carefully and you're sitting out here quietly, you can hear the hummingbird hum by, but that's the sound of the wings. I don't know that I've ever heard a hummingbird speak. They do, but I don't know that I've ever heard it. But what I hear are the wings, which is the hum. So I will keep my eye out for that, but first I'm going to go make crackers, and then we'll see. Meanwhile, happy Labor Day. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're lucky enough to have gorgeous weather like me, because it's been spectacular. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.